is Promise Sam, and my partner is
Jada Harmon.
And today we're going to be talking about if prostitution should be legalized. First of all, what is prostitution? Well, prostitution is the practice or occupation of engaging in sexual activity with someone for payment.
Hello, how everybody doing today? My name is Sid Lee, and my colleague Jabray are against legalization of prostitution. Some assert that this profession can be empowering, that legalizing plus regulating all aspects of prostitution would only add insult to injury. This passing of this policy will only doctrinate violence against women, normalizing the act of buying sex and debases men by assuming that they are entitled to access women's bodies for sexual gratification.
As the defense, y'all don't want prostitution to be legalized, correct? Okay, with that being said, where do you stand when it comes to prostitutes being illegal versus porn stars being legal? Are porn stars the exception, or should they be held under the same grounds as prostitutes?
Well, firstly, in the sex industry, porn stars, they're voluntarily having sex. That's a commodity that they're paying for in the industry. Whereas with sex trafficking, it's also human trafficking that takes part within it. So it's a lot of forced human trafficking, sexual acts going on. So that's why that's not a
But I'm talking
good
about
comparison.
the prostitutes that are out there willingly. They aren't being pimped. They want to be on the corner to get their money.
Well, that's fine. If that's what they voluntarily sign up for, then they should know what comes with that. But
So
we're speaking on the behalf of people that don't voluntarily have to be a part of that are forced within that.
But those
Speak
are
for
two,
that behalf.
Those are two different crimes. Being a sex slave, you're out there you're forced to be out there.
Correct.
If you're a prostitute, it says that you are having sex for money, you're having sex to get money back. I'm talking about the people who aren't being forced to be out there. They're choosing to be out there because that's what they want their job to be. That's how they want to make their money.
If they want to make their money like that, they need to go into the porn industry. And when you go out there by yourself, it's exploiting, your vulnerability from you wanting money. Everybody that's the end of the day. You want money, but you're getting exploited because you're vulnerable from your past, and that's why you're out there on that corner. So you really need to check. It's like it's two different things you're talking about right now. You're talking about industry and you're talking about self. That's you know what I'm saying? They make $52 billion off of prostitution, but at the end of the day, it's women and children are getting trafficked.
But
by
I'm
that.
not talking about sex trafficking.
That's
Sex
what
trafficking and
comes in.
prostitution, they come
Two different
together.
topics, yeah.
But sex trafficking is a thing of itself. You're being forced. When you are a sex slave, you don't have the choice. You are being pimped out to go out on the street.
That's what prostitution is. They have.
But some prostitutes don't have a pimp. That money goes straight into their pocket.
Okay.
I don't think some prostitutes don't have a pimp. Or a madam. They got somebody.
Yeah.
They got somebody.
Well, would you consider what about people who have OnlyFans pages, private Twitters, where they pay people to do private meetups? They don't have a pimp, but that money goes right in their pockets.
They getting exploited.
But that's their choice.
No, it's not.
So people who have OnlyFans pages where they promote to sell their nude sex videos in private meetups, they're not doing that by choice.
They doing it by choice. Yes.
Yes, they're doing it by choice.
But you got to take a look at what their history was. They was getting beaten. They was getting raped. And then look, they making their money. You know what I'm saying? They getting their own money. But at the cost of what?
But
this stuff is post-traumatic stress. You dealing with, and when it come into they making their own fan pages, they gonna end up meeting somebody to do. They ain't just posting pictures. They going out there and doing it too. So what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, the money don't outweigh what they deal with.
But they still choosing to do that.
Yeah.
Like the people who make them pages.
So what you trying to say?
That's
They
still-
choosing.
that's
I don't understand
Okay.
your question.
I understand what you're saying.
Okay,
They choosing, but what are you? What you
Isn't
getting
that
out
a
of it?
form of prostitution? Don't you agree? Like it's not illegal to have an OnlyFans page,
It's
but
only-
it's illegal to stand on the street.
It's
and
only
have
it's
sex.
only an issue when it becomes violent. That's the whole matter of this topic
Okay,
is when
I have
prostitution
a
becomes
question.
violent.
I have a question.
But it's just illegal.
But don't you think that if it was legal, then it would offer more protection for the women who are on the street?
No, it does not. That right there, by removing legal barriers, it sends a clear message to new generation of men that women are sexual commodities that they can be bought, be used for merchandise, and that sends a wrong message.
Absolutely not. Because then again, the definition of prostitution is selling yourself by choice. If you're gonna talk about the porn industry, for example, aren't you paying for a premium account?
People do not pay for premium account.
Okay.
All people don't, but there is some people out there who do spend their money on that premium account. It might not
That may
be
be
you,
true.
but it might be that
That
one
may be
person
Let me
who
ask you
does
something.
it.
Let me ask you something. You saying that young girls that aspire to be porn stars or prostitutes, that you're okay with that?
Okay, what's the difference between, let's say, a girl who aspires to be a porn star versus a kid who aspires to play football?
You exploiting your body for money.
Aren't you doing the same thing? Aren't you
No,
putting your body in the line?
Your body is a temple. Your body is a temple.
It can go
Okay,
both
but part-
ways.
Look,
Part
no,
of that,
no.
You're having other guys slam you constantly.
Look,
That is daily violence.
that is for entertainment. You don't know.
Isn't
They
that
don't
their
use
form
sex
of
as they don't
entertainment?
use sex as an entertainment. It's
Somebody's
a
getting
lustful
entertained.
desire. It's gratification for the desires of the body. You know what I'm saying? You
okay,
ain't.
but it's still some form of entertainment.
I feel like
If she's
we-
not
out there,
entertainment.
if she's out there and that's what she wants to do,
It's not
who's to say that she's not entertained by what she's doing? If she's out there on the street,
In closing of our argument, all in all, prostitution by definition is degrading to women. It reduces them to merchandise. Again, legalizing prostitution will only reinforce women's oppression by a male-dominated industry. And result, this presents a vivid affront to gender equality. Removing legal barriers sends a clear message to how a generation of women that are sexual. It's a clear message to a new generation of men that women are sexual commodities.
I believe prostitution should be legal. It's already legal in certain parts of Nevada, and I think it should be extended throughout the United States to reduce the amount of arrest and money taxpayers have to pay to accommodate for prostitution being illegal.
And also to remind you, prostitution is among one of the oldest professions in the world. So it's not going anywhere.